Hello, my fellow soldiers of the Broken Army. So lately I've had this wrestler on the top of my head that WWE does not pay attention to. And I know what you guys are thinking. It's not who I think you're thinking. Like, on Monday Night Raw, where you're probably thinking I'm talking about, like, guys like, who's over, sorta, Finn Balor, who on Twitter, who's more over than he's on TV, or Samoa Joe, his push, but ever since he lost to Brock Lesnar, it hasn't really much. Or The Club, who's doing more backstage segments than they do on TV. Or an unrelatable Dana Brooke, which I don't know why people consider her. Or even Curt Hawkins, who's been losing a losing streak ever since he came back. And he got over. But that's not what I'm talking about. Or even Smackdown Live, where there's a lot of names that people are talking about. Smackdown Live got a lot of names, like AJ Styles or Jinder Mahal, that they want to consider to have this great push. Or even Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton. People like them who come in the main roster and they just get buried. Or even Becky Lynch, who has been buried since she's been on SmackDown Live, just because of her Irish accent. But not even 205 Live I'm not even talking about. But I'm not even going to talk about that. No. Let's go to NXT. One name that crossed in my mind, and that's Oney Lorcan. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oney Lorcan of all people, what the hell? I what you're understanding. Oney Lorcan put on a good match, no matter when he wins or loses. Like, this kid was a jobber back then still, against guys like Great Khali. Into the Indies, he's not really much of a jobber. He fought guys like Kevin Steen. He's a class act in CZW. This guy could really work. Whether he's BF Busick or Oney Lorcan, I mean, this guy fought last year against Kalisto. He almost got put over, but Kalisto got him with one move, and that was it. And he's still in NXT, brought him back, fought guys like Hideo Itami, Lars Sullivan, bigger than you, taller than you, don't matter. Even fought against people who are NXT champions, like Bobby Roode, or even hell, the new NXT champion, Andrade Cien. Or yesterday, who they just showed on the USA Network, he was in a tag team match against the Authors of Pain. He took the pinfall. And his tag team partner was, by the way, Danny Burch, who was also an opponent to him. But also, this guy gets compared as like the modern day Cesaro or Tommaso Ciampa. But that's great. That is great. That's good names that you consider to him as. But they do it by looks. But if you want to do it by wrestling. You know, don't make his wrestling style like Cesaro and Tommaso Ciampa. That's not his wrestling style. His wrestling style is he's ruthless in the ring, dude. I've seen his matches. He goes flying at the person, going for those European uppercuts like Cesaro. I compare that. That's only one thing I can compare to Cesaro. His European uppercuts they're really lethal. If you tell me, I mean, even Drew McIntyre, who's also an NXT champion, that was a really good match that I saw from 2-3 months ago. Did he win? Absolutely not. I mean, Oney Lorcan, every match that he gets puts in, he considered as a jobber on NXT or in 205 Live, where you just so the being top guy or mid-carder could get a push for their match in a pay-per-view or just a regular match. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand that Oney Lorcan can really do great things for the business. You know, like if you want to really push this guy to the top, put him in 205 Live. Like, this kid is 190 to 200 pounds, and you give him an NXT, you give him a Cruiserweight Championship run, he could do something with that title ring. I'm not even kidding. Put him in the ranking levels of, like, I'm not going to say Enzo Mori, Kalisto, or even Neville, but like probably Cedric Alexander, Drew Gulak, TJP, maybe the Brian Kendrick. And I could tell you put him in that title push, you could expect something different from him. I would say 2018 should be his year. Maybe 205 Live, but I don't know. But if WWE's going to consider that, you know. But to me, you guys can care about it if you want. You know, if you guys agree that Oney Lorcan should, that's up to you. You know, I'm entitled to my own opinion. If you agree with that, that's great. If you don't, then that's great as well. To me, I think this guy just needs a dub. Just at least one dub can change his whole career in WWE. yeah, I just don't get it. And that's all I have to say, really. You know, Oney Lorcan, he's a really good athlete. He's a really good worker in the ring, and WWE is just, they just don't care about Oney Lorcan. They'll care about people like James Ellsworth and Curt Hawkins, who is like, oh, they'll get over because of a certain woman or a certain streak. Come on now. You think he's like Asuka? Don't make his streak like Asuka. You know? Oney Lorcan is better than them two. Curt Hawkins, probably equal. But Oney Lorcan could show something that people can't, you know, see. And indie darlings see it, I see it, and hopefully you see it by the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say about this video. You know, thank you all for watching. Like I said, if you think that Oney Lorcan deserves better, you know, you agree with me, that's great. If you don't, then that's fine. But anyways, I'm gonna get ahead off with this video. Thank you all for watching. And as always, you know, I'll see ya when I see yas. Until next time, goodbye, mwah, and good night. Meek Mahan, do something about it.